Hello there and welcome back to another episode of Ask the Italian Lawyer. This week we are on episode number 52, week 52 of this project, which means we have been doing Ask the Italian Lawyer now for a full year. And of course, there have been a lot of changes in this past year, and that has created a bit of confusion as to what is required and how it's required. So in this episode, this 1 year anniversary edition of Ask the Italian Lawyer, I wanted to ask Marco, what are the documents that you need at the consulate versus a lawsuit in Italy for Italian citizenship by descent?
When applying for Italian citizenship by descent through an Italian consulate, the documents required are normally listed on the website of the consulate that is being used to apply for citizenship. And generally speaking, the consulate requires birth, marriage, death certificates for all of the individuals in the Italian line and the ones of their spouses. And therefore, generally speaking, consulates do require extra documents that are not really even required by the Italian law, meaning that the Italian law only requires the documents that are pertaining to the people in the Italian line. However, the consulate, to be extra sure that the documents that are being presented are actually pertaining to the applicant's ancestors, they also want to see the documents pertaining to the spouses of the individuals in the Italian line. With that being said, when applying for citizenship through an Italian court, there isn't really a list of required documents that one needs to present in order to file their petition. However, it is advisable to present any documents that support the person's claim for citizenship by descent. Generally speaking, the documents to show the lineage are pretty much the same, even if it is not strictly necessary unless there is a reason to present the documents pertaining to the spouses of the individuals in the Italian line, even if that is allowed, if the person wants to be extra cautious and present a complete case to the judge. With that being said, regardless of whether you're applying for citizenship through a consulate or a court, the documents need to be apostilled and translated into Italian. And if you are applying through a court, the translations also need to be certified. The reason being that the Italian courts are not allowed to accept documents in English or with plain translations without a certification. And of course, if you're submitting your petition for Italian citizenship through a court based on specific circumstances, you will also need to prove those circumstances. For instance, if you're claiming the inability to get an appointment through a consulate, you will also need to provide proof that you are unable to book an appointment through your local Italian consulate. Or for instance, if you are petitioning the court against a rejection that you received from the consulate, you will need to attach the rejection, which might need to be translated if the rejection that you received was in English exclusively.
Well, thank you so much, Marco, for getting into that. And again, for this 52nd episode of Ask the Italian Lawyer, we have been here with Italian attorney Marco Permunian, and I am Rafael Di Furia. Stay safe and healthy out there, and we'll see you all next time. Thank you.
Thank you.